Hey guys, here are a few highlights from today where I went to pick some apples. So we drove for about an hour to San Bernardino to pick some apples, and the first farm that we went to was Willowbrook Apple Farm. When we arrived at the farm, they said that their apples weren't ready to be picked yet, so we just decided to go in and roam around to see what they had. Of course, in the farm there were already trees that were waiting for their apples to get ripe. Besides that, in the farm we had other things to do, such as learn how to make apple cider manually, make direct interaction with their farm animals, pick some fruits that were already ripe, such as blackberries and raspberries, sample some jam, and definitely buy some souvenirs at the store. Here is what they used to make some apple cider. Some animals that we had the opportunity to look at were some pigs and some horses. This farm was actually located near the El Dorado fire, which recently happened not too long ago. The fire started at a nearby park where a family held a gender reveal party. Their pyrotechnics failed and spread to the nearby hills. Here's the aftermath of the incident from a few weeks ago, which we were able to see on the way there to the farm. So besides that, here are a few of the products that they were selling and we were able to try. I tried the pure apple butter and the raspberry preserves. They were both actually pretty good, however, I seemed to favor the pure apple butter more. So I ended up buying the pure apple butter so I could savor more of the wonderfully delicious taste at home. Here are a few of the raspberries that we were able to see, however, we did not get to pick them because now was the time that the season of the raspberries were coming to an end. There were still some ripe raspberries, but we had to hunt for them. Here's a little bit more of what was around the farm. Here is where you were able to make some apple cider. Here, this was at the front where we were able to wash our hands with the pitcher pump. After roaming around for a little bit, we headed on over to the farm that was next to it, Riley's farm, to actually pick some apples. Here we had to wait in line for a little bit to pay the entrance fee. There was a quick orientation for the apple pickers explaining how the only trees that we were allowed to pick apples from were the trees that had red ribbons on them. It was difficult at first trying to find trees that we were able to pick from, but later on, we went up higher in the farm and we were able to pick some apples. So here's just a few more clips showing around the farm. There were a few buildings around where we could buy souvenirs and food. As we got higher up the farm, we were able to find a little bit of more trees that we were able to pick ripe, red, delicious apples from. Eventually, we were able to use a stick for apple picking to reach apples that were higher up on the trees. Here's me using a stick for apple picking to get an apple that can't be reached by hand. Here's a little bit of what we did after picking some apples. So that's all for today. I had a lot of fun and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Bye!